Welcome back to Lenz's Comic Corner Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode number 696 and Doubleshot number 600. Yep, I finally reached my 600 Doubleshot. In 4 episodes will be my 700th episode. And no, I have not decided what I'm going to review yet. Okay, for that one. Okay, for this one, 2 X-Men trades. First up, it is Uncanny X-Men, The New Age, Volume 1, The End of History. Such a really good title. Rolls right off the tongue. Collecting issues of Uncanny X-Men 444 to 449. Yep. Yeah, pretty much prior to this, Chuck Auster was in the book for 3 years. This is now the start of the third Chris Claremont era. Why do I say that? People do know about his original era, which ended in 1991. He did return to the book in 1999. Yes, I've read it. It's one of the most weirdest runs I have ever seen in the book. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It is by far one of the weirdest eras I have ever seen for the Uncanny X-Men title. Yep. He returned in 2000. And he was on the book for 9 issues. Yep, 9 issues. So this is basically the third era. This era actually was longer than his second. Yep. This is the start of a 2-year run on the book. And starting with issue 444 to 474. So he was in the book for a good 31 issues. You gotta praise him for staying in the book for that long, a little over 2 years. Before the book, I handed off to the awesome Ed Brubaker, which I have reviewed the 2 trades to collect this brief run for the book. Yep. Mostly put with the artist of Alan Davis on here, the end of history just deals with stuff related to Cap. And so stuff in here dealing with Cap. It's just basically, well, the big thing about this book is that we have the return of Betsy Braddock. Yep, Betsy Braddock has come back. Actually, it comes back in the next book. Yeah, with this particular book, we deal with someone called the Fury. And also the 4-parter of At the End of History. That's just a storyline. The history does not end in here, I should point out. Yeah. And we have a team led by Storm, and the team consisted of Bishop, Rachel Gray, who originally was previously Rachel Summers, but after her father started dating Emma Frost, she went back to being Rachel Gray, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Sage, and Cannonball. Yeah, this blonde hair guy, that's freaking Cannonball. Later on, the guy wore goggles, which he still wears this very day. Mostly put, because Chris Claremont loves Excalibur, he has this book basically tying to what he has this sort of be a Captain Britain related story. Yep, that's simply what this is. They fight a creature called the Fury, and of course this creature goes Mad Jasper, basically says return of Betsy Braddock. Yep. And also there's this one character here. Yeah, she's kind of the main villain of the storyline. I mean, I look at her like, dang, lovely woman, and yet she wears something that it's only held the covering of her breast via a one of those strap lock things, and that basically holds up her outfit in the middle, which is kind of weird. The best thing about this book is the artwork by Alan Davis. Yeah, the artwork in here is really, really good. Though he doesn't do this cover. The cover, of course, is not done by Alan Davis. No, it's done by somebody else. I don't know who it is because the page fell out because this trade is really old. It's like, let me look it up here. How old is this trade? This trade is, excuse me. This came out in December of 2004. So this book is almost 14 years old. But I gotta say, aside from the missing page, the cover art here is really good. Yep. So yeah. But here's some awesome artwork by Alan Davis with a gameplay of baseball. Excuse me. But this is actually really good. Though Captain Britain comes back later, but this is a good start for Chris Claremont's 2.5-year run he has in this book. And I give this a 9.5 out of 10. Now, normally, Volume 2 would be next, but nope. my library didn't have it. As a matter of fact, they got rid of they lost Volume 2 some time ago. So now we're jumping to Volume 3, On Ice. No, this is not the name of the arc that happens in this trade, which collects issues 455 to 461. Of course, Claremont does the writing, Alan Davis does the artwork. The actual name of the story, fun fact, I actually own issues of this very storyline. Yep, I do. It's one of my boxes here. Okay, the cover, now there's the actual page in here because the other one didn't have it. The pencil art in here is from Alan Davis and Tom Rooney, and they don't list off on here who does the cover. Yep. And the actual name of the storyline, which, by the way, this is the return of Betsy Braddock. Yeah. As for how it's called World's End. Yeah, that's the name of the storyline, World's End. Now, those of you curious, though, how in the world does Betsy Braddock come back? Well, it's basically due to her older brother, Jamie Braddock Jr. Yep. Her brother, who is freaking nuts. Yep. Yeah, that's how she comes back. Also, instead of wearing her classic ninja attire, for some reason, Alan Davis put her in this really not good-looking outfit. Though, later on, she does go back to her traditional ninja outfit that she's known for wearing. Yep. But yeah, the whole point of the whole World's End storyline is that there's this group of evil mutants in the Savage Land who also kidnap Storm to use her powers to sort of basically try to take over the world. It's one of the most interesting storylines Chris Claremont has ever done when it comes to the X-Men. And this only lasts 5 issues. Yep, it's a quick little 5-parter. On Ice is actually the name of the third part of this storyline. Yep, but what about the last couple issues? If it's 5-part, that means it ends at 559, correct? Yes, that's indeed true. Yeah, simply put, 460 just deals with the aftermath. Also, X-23, the previous issue, I will eventually review that later. Yeah, simply put, these next couple issues are just dealing with the after effects of this particular arc, and plus stuff going on in the Wolverine comic at the time this came out, which, guess which famous storyline came out at the time the storyline concluded, because you have Wolverine on the cover, and yeah, he's not in the next couple issues. There is an explanation for that. In the Wolverine Volume 3, there was a year-long arc known as Enemy of the State, where Wolverine was kidnapped and brainwashed by Hydra to massacre a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Though they did do a in-title sequel storyline for the all-new Wolverine series. But yeah, basically the next couple issues in here are just a couple standalone issues, just catching up what's going on in the Marvel Universe, stuff like that, which I do appreciate Claremont actually remembering continuity. A lot of writers just ignore continuity. But one thing I think is really weird about Wolverine is that this guy is frequently seen in other books. Yeah, and by the way, while this was going on, he was also appearing in the pages of X-Men Volume 2 for some reason. Yeah, for some reason, they had Wolverine appear in every single book. This is by far one of the most dumbest things they did with Wolverine, was have him appear everywhere. This was a frequent thing up until he died. Yeah, at one point, he was appearing in about 6 comic books. He was appearing in books like Astonishing X-Men, X-Force, New Avengers, Avengers. Like, he appeared everywhere. Yeah, Marvel OD'd on this guy for years until they finally killed him off. Yep. But yeah, the storyline here is really good. And yeah, also great cover. Though the thing is actually pretty old because for some reason the library had this thing back then where my library had to put the plastic on these covers. I don't know why. Probably just to preserve these things. Now, this trade came out in August of 2005. So this one is not 14 years old. This one's almost 12. Yes, a 12-year-old trade. Excuse me. Despite the fact missing one page, it's still pretty good. Alright. So, that's it for this episode. Next episode, which is going to be episode number 697 and Doubleshot 601, we're going to the House of M again. Yep, we're finally going to do that again. This time for Uncanny X-Men. But you'll find out my thoughts about that in the next episode, okay? Want to see you all there. Bye.